but I'm not used to it on YouTube. So hi YouTubers. I hope you're not this way or this way because they told me to go this way. So welcome. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. So thought that I would, Spirit said this morning to wake up and show. People also have asked me, what's my routine? Beth, what is your routine? Sage, what is your routine? So wrote you a little list, a few people who like lists and notes, but also you can watch this later with your little pen and paper and you can just absorb this. So get what you need, go potty, get yourself some water or some tea. I'm going to keep it under 15 minutes. I know the sun came up behind me. Normally the camera wouldn't be that way, I don't think. But anyway, this is where my table is. And this is where we're going to be talking about part of my morning routine. And I will bring it in here as well. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Grab what you need. We're going to, I'm going to show you some things. We're going to do some breathing together, some breathwork meditation together. I'm going to do a guided, show you some tools that I use for my daily routine maintenance. All this is daily maintenance. I do this twice a day, 8 minutes. Part of it I do twice a day, 8 minutes. Part of it maybe I do once a day for 8 minutes. And then now I've added on a lunchtime. So breakfast, lunch, dinner. Because guess what? Life is, there's a lot of minutes and seconds in, the day. Some math person, if you want to leave me a comment of how many minutes and seconds are in the day, but I think I remember hearing it as far as breaths, it was like over like 35,000, well, definitely over 35,000 breaths per day. So in these breaths, in these days, in our routine, how much of it is being controlled or how much are we going in there and doing the good controlling? So you need to make sure you put yourself on the list, and how you do it is the ripple effect through the rest of the day. So if going live for you or being on camera is tough, as it's, listen, there's always things like, oh my gosh, am I right? Are you this way? Are you this way? How does it look that way? I can't see. Can you hear me? And then I just have to let go and trust, right? And there's just these places of practice, because yoga, my yoga mat is over there. Yoga isn't just on, and there's one over there as well, isn't just being on that mat that we call a yoga mat. Our yoga mat is also in our cup of tea or cup of joe, our places we put our head and our body, and we let our bodies rest and rejuvenate. It's kind of like if you can hear the airplanes can't be in the sky without its fuel, its maintenance, before it goes up and carries all these beautiful souls, right? So before you go out into the world, make sure, do you have your fuel, do you have your soul filled up to carry yourself throughout your daily, the routine that, throughout this day. So by now, maybe you've done what you needed, got what you needed. And yeah, I'm still in my pajamas. I mean, I did change my shirt for you. Brushed my teeth, brushed my hair. Have had some tea. And I'm ready to show you a big piece of my routine. This is birthday week, woohoo! So I like to do a little more risk taking every time I get to be blessed to have another candle on around the globe. I'd like to go around the globe, travel around the globe. That's a wish. But I'm turning, I always have to question myself what year. It's 2022. I was born in 1970. So again, there's your math. You can do the math. Give you something to do right now. How to give that brain something to do. So, again, what year is it right now? 2022. My birthday is March 9th. And I was born in 1970. So, to have a place of being on this earth again, I'm a Pisces, I'm a fish, to, 9 is a lot of the number completion, and I like, 1 and 7, 8, there's the 8 of, again, don't stop, keep going, don't stop, keep going, turn it over, infinity, go up, infinity. So remembering it's not just what's on this planet, but where did we also come from and connected to and all that. So that is all frequency. So I'm going to roll this into frequency now. So think about when you're listening to your music on the radio, or even how you're hearing those birds. I live on the water, and there's some water birds out there. Big hawk came this morning, came right above my beautiful cypress tree. But think about the frequency that you have to I didn't hear the voice, but I heard the flutter of the wings, when you're in frequency. So it's just like your TV has to be a certain frequency to turn on. You have to be connected, into a frequency. So you think about, you have to be connected into a frequency. So in order to be connected, you have to maintain it. In order to maintain it, you have to understand what works with your frequency. So that's why there's different kind of doctors for everything. I love Eastern, I love Western, I love the balance of both. Appreciate everybody. But what I like about is take what you need and then grow. Don't take just for what you think. Is it working for you or is it not? Is it working for you or is it not? Take a breath into that. Is it working for you? Is it not? And then maybe close your eyes right now and check in and see what do you know right now is not working for you? Is there a medication you're taking that you're like, it's just not working for me? I don't like how it makes me feel. Can you adjust it? Is it something that even needs to be in you right now? Is there some supplement that needs to be in you that maybe you have resisted because you think, oh my gosh, that's holistic, but it's called vitamin D and vitamin C and all the vitamins that you might need, and you might just also need to go walk outside. Stand on Mother Earth, sit on Mother Earth, be under the sun, the moon, the stars, the day, the night. These are part of routines and frequency. So you can keep your eyes closed or you can breathe. I am going to lead into talking about frequency, and then we're going to do a little meditation. And yes, so in frequency, in my business, if you're here, you know me as Beth Hardin. That is my name, Beth Hardin Healing. That is my career. You can go to my website, bethhardinhealing.com. And on one of the tabs on services, it says Bemer. So Bemer, this is a Bemer. And I've had this for many years now. I was so blessed that it came into my life. It first appeared into my life, but I was really thick into a lot of anxiety and depression, and I was heavy in weight, and I was stuck in menopause, and I was stuck in a lot of resistance of just coming from the old story and knowing that I needed to change my routine for this maintenance. So again, it came back into me again because Spirit says I need you to bring this into your frequency. So super blessed that it did. I'll start out with the back that, just to know that we're validated, and just send me a link or a message on bethhardinhealing@gmail.com, or go on my website and you can contact me there. And leave me your information, and we can, or you can actually go on and book your own 30-minute free demo with me, and you can book your appointment yourself or send me an email, and we can connect this way. So I'm gonna tell you what this is about, and then we're gonna roll into everything else. This and breathwork saved my life and saves my life daily. So again, I just told you I was at a really tough place and bad place in my life. I was also drinking a lot, and I was also just stuck in self-sabotage because I wasn't feeling well. When we're at dis-ease, we have diseases in us, and so things were growing, things were not working. I had to have a full hysterectomy, and yada, 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 yada. A lot of my old story came up about abandonment, the places where I've talked about this in some of my privates and groups, about where I was, had to work on my abandonment stuff, and where I was sexually molested and raped, and just all the places of where I put walls up around, not feeling safe around love or trust. And I've done a lot of years in work and therapy, but there's always still something a little there until it's not, right? So again, it's deep into the roots, it's deep into the cells, it's deep into the mind, until it's like the cobwebs, the loosening. You get around people that you can trust, you find a tribe of people that you can trust, that you can breathe with, and remembering always first it's the universe in you. And this is the frequency. So spirit, remember, is the great I am. And I am is always saying, remember to look at me, but maybe not always through the looking glass eyes. Maybe you need to take off those human glass eyes and go into that third eye space, and breathe back into the frequency of the light, of who you are, back into the truth, because we can get clogged up with like a lot of the lies. I'm not this, I'm not that, this hasn't happened for me yet. When is this going to happen? I really think I'm doing it. If I have to hear I'm almost there, I'm so close, I'm doing all the work. Why is this happening? I'm doing all blah, 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 blah. Don't give up. So maybe that's why you landed here today and now. So frequency is key. Like, I'm not going to trust using my glasses to see you right now, and I'm going to trust that this is still on. And I'm going to go from the place where I can remember and I can see and then I know, and it's all here. And what isn't feeling right, and what isn't working, and what needs help. So again, coming to this place, like a car doesn't just run or stay clean, or have its maintenance and oil change and the belts changed and the carburetors cleaned and the engine flushed out, or all the things that it needs, right? Without filters, without some human going in there and doing it, right? You have to maintain it. Your house doesn't stay clean unless you clean it. Trash doesn't get taken out unless you take it out. Your belly doesn't get nourishment and food without cooking and chopping and going to the store, or putting it in the ground and growing it yourself. So frequency. So in order to stay super healthy, we need to eat a certain amount of good frequency. We need to be on the earth's frequency, on the earth for like a lot of hours a day, in order for this machine, this car, this spaceship we call our human zoot suit spaceship, that needs to maintain its health. So unless you're going to be able to be naked or your feet on the ground on the earth for hours and hours and hours a day, then, and under certain elements and with certain elements, then you need help and assistance. So if you are in recovery of asking for help, go ahead and, give me a little high 10, and let's begin again. So with all that, let's take a breath, take a sip of my tea, Herbamite tea, my cardinal. Kind of do a nice little check-in right there. Where would you like your frequency raised? Is it in the mind? Or does your mind just take over all into just saying all the, it's just, everything that you just said, Is it in the heart? Are there some walls around the mind? Are there some walls around the heart? It could be both. There's some walls around in your organs, your guts, your medical reports, how you feel about this body. Is it too late? Are you too old? Are you too thin? Are you too heavy? I can't maintain it. I try. I yo-yo. It's not working. I've tried everything. I'm still in so much pain, which I used to be in a pain of over 9, which that's why I tried everything Eastern and Western, and in the bottle and out of the bottle, and on the mat and off the mat. And I tried and I tried and I tried, and I kept what worked, but I added in the Bemer. So the Bemer is about putting you back to Earth's frequency, back to Earth frequency. So by going through, well, I'm going to call our, our portal. It's like, the computer, the place where, we're going to go disrupt the energy that's the frequency that's happened around this space, a human spaceship, and it's going to send a signal. And again, there's some videos, and when you have a one-on-one session with me, we go more into this. But it basically sends a signal through here, through whatever is plugged in. Right now, I have the mat plugged in, the body, the bee body. So there's some coils right here for the shoulders and the thoracic body, and then down here, I thought I was going to be doing the video longer, but down here at the bottom, the coils are the ones that actually really put us at Earth frequency, down into our legs, down and everything. So again, our roots, what we root rises, root to rise. So we have to bring it back up. It doesn't matter if you have feet or legs, you could be starting here, you could be sitting underneath it. We have all sorts of different kind of amazing tools to get that frequency back into you. I like having the whole package, because you can also travel with it. This has the battery in it. And all right, so I'm going to turn it on. We're going to do 8-minute meditation. This one is the bee pad. It has 3 coils in it. In the morning and in the evening, I put this around my head. And again, when you purchase it, I show you how to use all of this. These are game changers for me. So I'm on the mat twice a day for 8 minutes. I use my accessories 2 to 3 up to 4 times a day, because you have to build up your frequency. So this is an in-home use. It is also FDA regulated, medical device 1. Can't get any better than that. We have an amazing package going on right now. So this is to have for the rest of your life. It's for you, it's for your family, it's for your pets, it's for your community. However you share it is up to you. It's like pennies a day. So I ended up spending thousands and thousands of dollars, and I could have bought like many Bemers, because I just was trying to get something to make me feel good, but nothing was getting into my deep roots, my cells, my baby cells, bringing them blood flow, bringing them oxygen, bringing them nutrients, bringing them a place to detox. So I say again, maintenance is a place where you bond with yourself. So I call this my bonding place: blood flow, oxygen, nutrients, detox. Every day, 2 times a day plus. Drinking water, I have my tea, and then I incorporate my meditation into my 8 minutes. So I'm going to imagine you are laying on this mat with this over you, and well, I'm actually going to show you 2 ways. I'm going to put myself on it, and then I will do a little walking card, reading, breathing meditation for you. So while I'm showing you my little Bemer setup, I'd like for you to just get comfortable, get relaxed. I need my glasses back on. Take a nice inhale. I turned it on already. Take a nice exhale. And I want you to think about your cells. I want you to think about your micro vessels. Have you even thought about your micro vessels? So I am a body worker, massage therapist for, almost 30 years. So I love all things health and body. My parents transitioned to the other side of the world at 43 and 53, 42 and 52, something like that. And so it's always been my mission since I was a little girl. Everybody says, Beth, how did you get into your world? Bodywork, spiritual work, transition, helping people transition to the other side, whether it's your pets, whether it's a human. How would you help? And I always say it goes into my parents. If they wouldn't have passed early and I didn't help them transition, then I wouldn't be sitting here today helping myself be healthy and maintain in a routine in order to help you, because they didn't have a healthy routine. And then for many years I didn't, because they didn't teach me that. But I was raised by a few people. One of them was my grandmother. I'll take the good from her. And she was really good about routine. It's the German side of me. So there's a Native American side of me, there's a German side of me. And the German side that likes routines, the feline cats that like routines, think about your primal self. And in order for a maintaining routine, you need to think about what is your routine? Are you getting up? Are you cleaning up after yourself? Are you cleaning up after your breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Are you getting your water in? Are you getting your healthy leafy greens and proteins and whatever it is that you need in? This is also putting food into our body with this frequency. So we call it the river of life, back into the circulatory system. Our micro vessels actually make up they make up 74% of this body. So underneath here, everybody wants a massage because they want to, I want to feel good, I want my circulation. But that's just temporary, right? An hour, 2 hours, you leave, and now you spent, let's just call it $50 to $400 on a massage, and then you still are coming back to, feeling the same way. So this is also your massage. It's all your health care, but it's also your massager to your micro vessels that make up over 74% of your body. And that's what's going in there, and it's massaging your micro vessels, something that these hands aren't able to do. No matter if I want my Reiki, my energy, my hands to massage and do and heal, it's not going to go in there and send that signal to your vessel, your cells. So this is why NASA collaborated with us, years ago, because when they leave Earth, the frequency leaves, and they lose the way to bond to the Earth. So we're bonding to the Earth 8 minutes twice a day. Gosh, Beth, be quiet. You already said you were going to turn this on. Okay, so our mat, we're going to stay at level 1 for a week. Anything before 2:30, you can have your little pulse sign on, because that's like your caffeine button. I'm going to turn that on right now. I turned on the volume so you can hear it. It's 8 minutes going. We're going to go to the program. Let's see, I have the bee strap. Well, I'm sorry, that shouldn't. The bee pad. The bee body is on for the whole body. It also creates a whole bubble, like 2 to 3 inches around you. And I'll show you with my little thingy and my little magic wand. And then the bee pad that has the 3 coils in it as well. I'm not gonna have it on my head. I'm gonna put on the energy, and now it's on for 8 minutes. So 8 minutes, you'll be able to, when it's flashing, it's on. The timers are up here. That says that the bee pad is on. I'm gonna put it over my legs right now. Change the screen. You can see that the bee body is on. I'm going to turn on my little magic wand, and this, you can tell that it's on. So right about here is, that's how high the frequency is. Where are we? You can't see down there where I'm trying to find a coil. But anyway, you have the coils right here. So that's what, I'll give a better demonstration of my wand in a private session. So this is a beautiful place where you get to let go. You don't want to have anybody around your bubble. You're going to drop in. So I do encourage people, right on the headpiece of the bee body, there is not a coil. So if you need a little something under your neck, I can say you can have a tiny little something. If your pets want to get up on here, do not be surprised, because pets love, this is energy medicine. This is energy medicine. The frequency, the signal is energy medicine. So we also have a horse unit, because they have, many more gallons of blood than the human body, so you can't use the same. There's no sharing of a horse and a human. But your cats and your dogs might want to jump up here with you. So again, I do have it on here. It's right here. Here's the bee body. And I am going to stretch out and lie down and show you what I do on my routine every morning and every evening. So depending on what you have going on in your body, I have some low back things. I've got some dense breast tissue. Again, I showed you in the morning, I put this over I like to put something between me and the bee body, because I do share it with other people. And so I do that in the morning, and I let go. But because I put the pulse signal on, we don't have the pulse signal on our head. I am not going to do that right now. I'm going to put it around my dense breast. And then I like to turn my arms out, because it opens up the shoulders. And then you can do your little pterodactyl arms if you want to move a hinge and be on your belly. But you're going to open up the front body. And then you can rest. And wherever you would like your hands to be, let them be. Wherever you are the most comfortable, the most relaxed. And we'll use that airplane to say, where would you like to fly right now? Where would you like this frequency of the Bemer to release down into your baby cells, let go? Maybe it's pain, maybe it's a memory, maybe it's a thought, maybe it's exhaustion, maybe it's frustration, anxiety, depression, whatever it is. Maybe you want a new job, a new lover, a new something, a new attitude, something. What isn't working, let the frequency take it for you. In every inhale, hold it, ask yourself, is it serving you? Yes or no? And then exhale it out to the frequency. Inhale, exhale. Keep going. Make a noise, make a sound. If you need a movement, change a position, change your mind about something, change your perspective about something. Today is a new day, a new dawn, a new sun, a new beginning. Wet your whistle. Remember, you're made up mainly of water. So just like your body is made up mainly of over 75% water, your body is made up of over 4% micro vessels, which are the tiniest vessels in your body. And if those are not properly healthy, with blood flow, oxygen, a way to have nutrients, a way to detox, then we start having issues in our tissues. So take a breath and just go grab a hold of it with accountability. Opportunity is action. And then what action are you willing to take daily to maintain yourself? Maintain yourself. Maintain yourself. Instead of blaming, oh, my ancestors had this, I might die of this. Oh, my Aunt Joe had this, I might die of this. Oh, it's in my bloodline. I'm going to have it even though I don't right now. Oh, this has already happened to me, so I might as well just succumb to it. No. Put yourself in a new bubble, a new light, a new song like that bird, a new flight in your mind, your heart, your organs, your cells, your micro vessels, your your breath, your blood, your oxygen. Opportunity is now. Action is now in the thought, in the breath. Put your breath somewhere in your body that you feel stuck, that you feel a block, and that maybe you're just waiting. See, we're already done with 8 minutes. You're just waiting for your miracle. So take a breath into your miracle. You don't need to move. You can keep sitting. You can lie down still. You can, if you haven't been lying down, you've been watching, maybe you want to get more comfortable and lie down. Do a little stretching if you want. You can be in your bed. You can be, just don't be driving and closing your eyes. Hee hee hee, ha ha ha. Just take a breath right now with your nose or your mouth into a place that you just want to have more courage for yourself. That was our other one. We finished 8 minutes. So it's, I always say it's every day is our birthday. Every day is maintenance to have another breath, a gift on earth. So happy birthday to your body, your mind, your heart, your organs, your cells, your baby cells, your micro vessels, your opportunities. Hug yourself. Desire to risk take for you and your ancestors. Learn from what they gave you for the good, and learn from what they gave you from what frickin' sucked. So there is no blaming, and it's like making a new cake. It's like making a new recipe, but this time you get to change the ingredients that you go, oh, well, I think the cake is better this way. The stew is better this way. Some people like meat. Some people don't like meat. Some people like red sauce. Some people don't like red sauce. Some people like chocolate. Some people like vanilla, red velvet, carrot cake. So what is it that you like now? And put yourself in that position to maintain, and listen to this body. So take another breath, that it's safe to start a new routine outside of the old boxes, the old ways. So this temple, I'm going to tell you about my temple. It's called Saved, Not Abandoned. I've already created it. Looking for some donations because we help rescue animals. We help feed them, get them neutered, spayed, whatever they needed, homed, help homeless, get them placed, help them maybe keep their phone on so they can get a job, keep the temple running through rent and electricity, education. So investing in self is also asking for help and having a support in a community. So it's going to be my birthday ask and wish to, I'm risk taking to ask for more help this year. And not for just for myself, it's for the temple, so we can ripple it into, maybe if we have enough donations in the temple that we could, get a Beamer purchased for somebody who, really isn't able to get one for themselves. And it could help. I forget what country it is, but we're in over 42 countries, and there's a country that one town shares a whole Beamer. It might be in the clinic or the hospital, but Because in many countries this is already in hospitals, and the um, the EMTs have it because it's circulation. It goes right into your body and creates this beautiful new space. So in the morning, in the day, gives you that boost and energy. So I jumped up with joy right now. Hee hee hee. Uh-oh, where are my glasses? I'm sitting on them. So I'm going to transition to talking about meditation a little bit. You can stay seated, lying down, however you want. I'm going to bring in some of my healing tools. Oh, I wanted to tell you that on my knee is a little psoriasis patch, and I used to have it all over myself, and it was cleared, but I went through a lot of stress and some big move and yada yada, life things, right? Had to let go of this and that and this and that and la la la, and parts of the pandemic took this and that and this and that. So it caused this body to go under some stress. I wasn't being really good at maintaining myself through some of that stress, and so the flare-ups came. So where the signals will always be there, and then they really show up. And so Spirit is always saying, I'm going to keep letting you see it. What are you going to do about it? So I'm back to the maintenance. 8 minutes twice a day, and you heard how fast 8 minutes goes, and twice a day. This is to maintain my health. My meditation, breathing is also another huge avenue to maintain my health. Something some of y'all might know about me outside of breathwork and bodywork and Bemer work. I do love to work with, like I said, I got my Reverend license. I like to work with the homeless. I like to work with animals. I'm going to start working with some horses this year. So just stretching out, which again, need some help with that abundance so I can keep that going. I also love to read cards, but I read them in my way. I don't do your traditional tarot way. I do it the way that Spirit has. Over here I have a table full of decks of cards and healing tools, and over there I have healing tools, and if you've ever been in my space, you know what I'm talking about. So Spirit had me choose this selection for this video. Remember, this video is timeless for you, so whenever you can watch it again and again, because you might hear something differently the first time, second time, third time. And yeah, remember, your time is your energy, your time is self-care and self-love, and your time is maintenance. And I know I've gone well over the time that I've said, so if you keep lasting through the end of this message and video, blessings, and I love you. So I'll try to remember how to, tell myself to put timestamps on things. So here we go. The very beginning I ever learned, when people say, oh, Beth, I don't know how to meditate. I don't know how to meditate. I don't know how to meditate. What is meditation? What is meditation? Well, again, like I've been saying this whole time we've been together, meditation is stopping and breathing. You're going to hear me talk about breath stop. So I want you to remember that. Breath stop. We're going to stop, and we're going to take our breath back. Take our action back. Your parents aren't holding your hand to the right or to the left, or your ancestors, your whoever isn't. It's up to you now. It's your responsibility. If you are adult enough to push play and to hear this, or to be in a vibration to hear this, then you're able to take responsibility for your life. If you have breath, you can hear, you have a heartbeat, you are able to take responsibility for your life. You don't need the seeing eyes or the mouth to speak or the feet to walk. but you do need the heart to listen and to hear. So some of the great mentors say just, 2 ears to listen, bigger, more, and root in that. So think about your breath is air, and we're going to root your breath into that air and into that one word, one thought at a time. So we're just going to take responsibility for the one thought and the one word, that one flicker of a flame inside of you at a time. So instead of being in the cycle of, I don't like myself, I don't like myself, I don't like myself, I worry, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not this. We're going to go take that thought and we're going to send it to a different frequency, because it's a lie, right? So we're going to take another thought of a truth and we're going to stay on that loop. So the best sometimes way to begin a new identity and to start, I'll use an A word, action, put some ambition in you, is to put it in your root. You hear people talk about the chakra system. Well, the first root is the chakra root, which is, are down into the earth again, the Bemer, putting us down into Mother Earth's Pachamama frequency. So root, you hear in yoga, root to rise. So getting back down in there. So love to just start with a simple candle. So it doesn't have to be a fancy candle or a smelly candle. It doesn't even have to be a candle that you turn on. No excuses. I'm doing a little yoga for you right now. Hope it works. Well, of course that one doesn't. Right there, you see how I said of course that one doesn't? That's an old pattern. That's an old pattern, an old frequency. So let's put an intention that, of course this is going to work. Of course this one's going to work. If not, we'll try again. We'll try and try again. We'll try and try again. Do not give up. Keep moving forward. And see how it's fun when Spirit has fun with us. Alright, so, again, might just need some new batteries in this, but you could even use one of these, a little flameless candle. You can use a little tea light candle. I'm not going to let that disrupt my energy. Or you can light a candle. This one just happens to be a root chakra candle. TJ Maxx is not sponsoring me, nor is Marshalls or Home Goods, but this is where I usually purchase my candles. Price tag is still on it, $6.99. It's called a root chakra. Has lemongrass, lavender infused with, I only use soy vegan candles because it's clean. They're not toxic. Very important. So that are flameless. That's who I am, because I need to be clean. I need my frequency to be clean. What I put in my body, what I ingest in my body. So I would like to make my own candles at some point. So yes, here we are. You can just simply, safely put your candle somewhere. I'm going to put it right here in just a moment. But typically, I'll put it right here. And you just look into the candle. Look into the candle right here. You can look into my candle. Look into the flame. I'm going to put it this way so you can see the flame even clearer. Look into that purity of that white light. I like white. It doesn't matter what color the candle is. The flame is where what it's all about. So no excuses. You don't have you're anywhere you are. Be careful, but here you are. Turn your light back on. Ignite your light back. Ignite that ambition. Ignite that light. Ignite your frequency. Choose to maintain yourself. Choose a routine. Choose a breathing slow down, reset. That's why we do it. We slow down and reset, cleaning our frequency. Okay? Whether you're walking, whether you're doing yoga, whether you're swimming, whether you're mountain climbing. I'm sorry, that's rock climbing. Whether you're mountain climbing, you're doing it with your breath. Whether you're sitting in a chair doing chair yoga, whether you're doing some chair exercises, some bed exercises, you're you're in your breath. So remember, you put your flame into your breath. Put your intentions. Like if you want to feel great, you want to manifest. Put that is the exhilaration, the orgasm is the manifestation. So you can do a breath of 1. Exhale 1. Let's breathe through our nose 1. Look in the candle. Hold what it is what you want for 1. And then exhale out 1. Okay? I'm going to lick my lips. Swallow. Exhale. I'm gonna start my nose. My nose needs some breath. So we're gonna inhale 1. We're gonna hold it 1, and then we're gonna exhale 1. Get that? Inhale 1. I like a fight. Exhale 1. So this is frequency. Are you gonna, we have to keep our frequency up, but we have to go down into our roots to clean it up and go grab what doesn't serve, and then bring it up, and then rise it. Okay? So again, what is something that you need in your life right now? Put it into the flame. Put it into the candle. Put it that is you, your frequency. Put it into here. You are the flame. Bring that flame inside of you, right into the roots. Typically, it's underneath your belly button and down. Okay, you don't need to be seated like me. Again, lying down. Your feet can be dangling, but you can see I have no space here. If you've been seated that way, switch your legs and go the other direction. So, whatever works. You can. Oh, thank you. So you can also do this trick as well. You can sit on your pillow, or if you have really tight hips, you can always put a pillow underneath your hips, and then that can. People are like, I can't get my knees down. Well, you can always have assistance. So again, wherever your body needs it, then ask yourself where your body needs it. Okay. So remember, you have to listen to this body. You have to listen to where you need to put that flame, that breath into your roots. Because if our roots aren't happy, if our baby cells aren't happy, our routine isn't happy, we have no maintenance. Okay? So again, go back into that flame. Let's give another breath. Remember, we're going to go back into the nose, and this time we're going to put your intention down into your roots, whether it's something you're going to go get, something you want to manifest, maybe it's whatever, both. You do your work, you can change this up how you want. We're going to hold it up twice into our brain to reset our brain, and then we're going to exhale out 2. So exhale maybe your brain, your heart, your whole spine, and we'll start there. So I want to use the nose right now. Or actually you can use the nose, but I want you to put your breath down into the belly. Okay, so it's going to be, and then maybe around your heart you'll have another inhale. Comes up through your brain, and then you're going to hold it twice. And then you're going to exhale it twice. Okay, so let's go get it. Bring it up through. You really want to do it this time. Hold it twice in your brain. Tell your brain you're taking control of it. And And then exhale, send it to the universe. Twice. Okay. So whether you want to be on a 1, a 1, a 1, or a 2, which is a 1 inhale. So basically a 1 is a 1. Hold at 1. Tell that brain, and then exhale 1. A 2 would be lower, like thoracic head, and then hold it twice in your brain, and then exhale it twice. Okay? Just that's what we're doing today, right? So let's do it 1, and then we'll go to 2 for simplicity. Go put it down into your roots. Bring it up. Hold it in your brain. Ask it if it's serving you, yes or no. No, let it go. Come back down. Take a breath into the flame of gratitude. Gratitude. To choose again, to give yourself the gift of forgiveness again. Every breath is a new beginning. Let's inhale gratitude twice. Inhale. Bring it up through the brain. Hold that gratitude twice. Exhale it. I kind of gave an extra breath right there. I was in my thought. I was telling that brain, extra gratitude, extra gratitude. So if you feel a little dizzy, that's okay. Just stay seated, take a sip of water. You're moving energy, you're moving energy, you're moving energy that doesn't serve you. And it's just like when we pull the roots up of that don't serve, the weeds, the ways of the recipe that don't serve. You know, you might feel like, ooh, this isn't who I've been. This is a different frequency. Feel the gratitude of really just allowing yourself to be you. We get frustrated and anxious and depressed when we're acting how we think other people want us to act and be and do and be and do. And are you willing to just get real, get raw, and get back into your frequency? Yours. So, let me pull you some cards. Let me give you a little saging first. Sage over your cards. You also know me as Sage Lightfeather. We'll call this temple time today since it's extra long on Sunday. New tools to start your day and your week. Maybe some tools that just needed some shining up again. And I'm going to let my legs stretch out. Listen to my body. I'll bring this in a little closer. That was nice. I just had a little hip pop. The water is right there. I know you can't see it, but you can hear the water birds. So take a breath into your space of a message that you'd like for today, whatever day it is that you are hearing this, whatever time and space that it is timeless. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks came on board today. Sit back, relax. Oh, let me just go through my notes. Yes, start every day, new day, morning and PM. I'm also adding in all this as lunchtime. What are my go-tos, my consistency? I've already told you about all of that. You know, it is the good work. And you know, when you put in the action of good work, you know, it gets the good results. Do some good writing. Every day is a clean slate. So if you didn't get everything done on your list or whatever, you get a new day to start again. Start the list again instead of this didn't happen. Well, maybe it wasn't supposed to. Maybe it's supposed to happen differently today. Maybe you would have done something differently yesterday than you would have done today. So I also like to think about my future self. It could be from an hour from now, tonight, tomorrow, maybe some things that I could maintain myself so that I could have more relaxation time, or time to read, or time to play with my cards, or go for a walk on the beach, or pet my kitty cats, or, make more videos for you. So think about how, again, back to our time, how we feel. If we're not doing what we love, then we get frustrated. Our candle goes out, our flame goes out. Begin again, put yourself back into the frequency. So I like to start with love, because to me, love is our only religion. That's why I chose to use the word temple instead of church. I love church. I was raised by churches, but I like a lot of religions, pieces and parts of it, but I don't like walls. So without walls, right, it's all love. It's all love. It all boils down to love. So Spirit asked me to make a love deck. So I made a love deck. So we're going to start with love. So Spirit, Divine, Mother, Father, Pachamama, Mother Earth, Father Sky, brothers and sisters of the stars, the water, the air, the flame, the fire, the roots, the clearing, the frequency, all the animal kingdom, all the kingdoms in between, all the known and unknown, seen and unseen, all the highest vibration of love. We come to you and we ask you to give us a message today in all these decks, something that you would like for each one of us to hear, for whatever is going on in our own temple, this body, this mind, this heart that you have asked us to wake up and clear and remember and ignite into the action of ambition, into staying consistent so we can hear the frequency, so we can remember the mission. And it all begins with love. We thank you. So I ask my guides and each one of the beautiful souls that are listening in today and connecting, for their guides to reach in, reach through the veil, reach through the communication with trust and love of what is the message that you know that your person needs to hear, that your spirit soul on earth in this human body needs to hear. Love is new. Love is new. I like to try to get about 3 cards from each, or whatever they say, okay? Love is new. That's beautiful. Who needs to hear that? Love is freedom. Remember, freedom is choices. So love is new in freedom. So whether you're with a mate, not a mate, remember, everything begins with yourself. So right now I want to talk about you. So this is new love with yourself. Maybe it's new love with your relationship with spirit in yourself. Do you even believe in spirit in you, in a candle of a light flame within you? And are you ready to begin again? And that in love, it's freedom, it's a choice to choose this time. How do you need love to be? So this is love to me. My breath work is love. My meditation tools are love. My animals, you can't see them, is love. The location of where I am is love. All the elements within are love. Spirit, are you asking for one more? Oh, I need to take this one. Love is not hiding. Well, I know this one very well. I'm in recovery. There's a difference between hibernating and hiding. Hibernation is great. You can reset, you can reboot, you can connect with the divine, you can connect with the divine in you. But if you're hiding from love, then that's not freedom, and it's not new. That would be an old pattern, maybe from your ancestors. Maybe your ancestors hid. They taught you to hide. Maybe you didn't like what you saw, so you hid. That was my thing. So love is not hiding. So give yourself a breath right now in freedom, to come out of hiding from any place where you need about love. Maybe you need to love yourself so you can love the person or the animals around you. Maybe you need to remember that love is freedom, love is a choice, that you can choose how to love yourself again this time. And then how you love yourself is how you can choose how to love the people around you differently. And that love is new. I don't care if you've been with somebody for 88 years, every breath is a new breath with yourself, and every breath is a new breath with somebody around you. So where can you begin again? Where can you start a new relationship with how you speak to yourself and talk to yourself and see yourself? And instead of just seeing the I don't like, or what if, or the woulda, coulda, shouldas, are you willing to begin again with love in the mind? With that freedom of choice in the mind? And not hide from love in the mind. Because remember, the mind controls this human zoot suit body. So Spirit is always saying, I'm in the mind. And we'll give you one more, that love is kind. Love is kind. So we're going to keep those beautiful things right there. Love is new, love is freedom, love is not hiding. So they say, let's go to the Colette Baron Reed. So that was the Sage Light Feather deck. Now we're going to go to the Colette Baron Reed deck. Spirit, what messages do you have from your animal kingdom for these beautiful souls that are connecting here? Ooh, did you see the shadow of that bird? Big, big wings that just went over us. We thank you for the connection. You can't see, but we have a feline in front of me, so direct line of a feline. Say hi, buddy. Orange cat with his crinkly ears. Sweet boy. Getting to be an old man, so I need to go clean his face, I see. So sometimes where do we need some help, no matter what age? Animals and humans can help each other, so again, where my temple likes to help the rescued, spend time with them and give them some help that they can't even help themselves. We spend some time at some seniors that maybe don't have any family anymore. I might have to break out the book and read this one. I'm going to. This is from the Oracle deck. So this already tells, it's called the Curse, number 14. But if you can see that there's a handprint over the mouth. So to me that tells me there's also an owl in here. There's a heart up into the third eye and a moon, some feathers. But the handprint over, there's a sun, a moon, some planets. But the handprint over the mouth is, where have you, not felt safe to speak up and to truly allow your gifts and art to come out? And can you allow the owl to help you on your flight? Can you allow the owl to go into the dark spaces of the night and day, into the dark spaces, into your mind, the dark spaces behind the places where it says, it's safe to come out of hiding. So this is hiding. Hiding. Where's your craft and your art wanting to come out? Your breath wanting to come out? Your new recipe wanting to come out? Are they really giving it to you good today? Me too. So love is freedom. So take that off. So you're going to have to risk take again. Like I tell you, I've said that this whole video, it's time to be courageous and risk take. So you can let the owl that, some in some places have been seen as dark energy, but I only do anything as a light energy. So we take that magic of the owl and go into the places and risk take. Have you ever wanted to go live? Have you ever wanted to make a video? Have you ever wanted to go to a movie by yourself, or go to a restaurant by yourself? Have you ever wanted to take yourself on a date by yourself in public, but you've been too scared of feeling insecure? Have you ever wanted to go on vacation by yourself? Have you ever wanted to choose to go get an animal and you don't need anybody's approval? Have you ever wanted to share your wealth, but you don't need anybody's approval? So where is it can you allow your art? Are you ready to write and dance and sing and share your gifts and magic? Because we all have magic and we all have our art. I had a relative say to me, oh, you're really talented. You have many gifts. I don't have any. That's not true. We all have gifts. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 is also about the number of ending again, like being complete with that. So again, where can you be complete with hiding? Beautiful. Let's see if Spirit wants another card from there. Well, maybe we're going to have to call Sunday Temple Day, like at the extra long video day. Get you situated. It'll be the one good long one for the week. The Sweat Lodge. I love it. The Sweat Lodge. So I want you to consider this as your sweat lodge. Go inside, some time with you. Go back. You have to go back into your frequency. You have to turn the light back on. You got to go in there and do the good work. You got to go dig in there with Owl. You got to go dig in there. You got to come out of hiding. You have to remember, take your flight with freedom. Go into that sweat lodge and do the good, hard work to release the toxins. Release the toxins and come back new. Come back new. We have to go in there and do the work, but do it this time with some kindness. I'm going to pick this card back up. Kindness. Uh-oh, another one came. Love is unconditional. So do it with kindness. Remember, it's unconditional, with freedom. But remember, when we go back into the sweat lodge, there's this whole sphere of a bubble. What have I been talking about with the Bemer? It's putting yourself back into this bubble. So our frequency is like 3, 4, 6 inches outside of us. So if you've ever been walking around the earth and you feel like, ooh, like somebody walked by and you're like, ooh, well, it touched your frequency and you didn't like it. When thoughts come in and we don't like it, it touches our frequency. When disease comes in and touches our cells, it doesn't like it. So we have to go back in and do the work. Do the work and create. You can't. His shadow is a tree, or her shadow. Their shadow is its shadow is a tree. And in those roots, again, root to rise. Put the truth back in there. There's a whole bright light. There's the bird, we'll call it the hawk that I saw this morning, the owl, which I'm very connected to as well. 554 is 9. My birthday is 9 again. And 9 is also again about like being completed, being finished with something. So we have a 9 and a 5 that are coming up to say like, what are we all? We're in this together. Happy birthday to us. We're in this together. What are we willing to be finished with? I wish you could see my cat smiling. And to begin again and not hide. And it's unconditional. And this time be kind. Because I'm in recovery every day of self-sabotage and being mean because I had that happen to me. So if you want to stop what happened to you, then you have to change your frequency. Go do the good sweat to make it happen. Let's see if there's one more. Spirit, is there one more? Yes. The serpent. The serpent, number 46, which equals 10. I love the number 10. I find dimes everywhere. Anything can change on a dime, right? Have you ever heard that saying? Everything can change on a dime. Serpent. Think about the serpent in many great ways. The serpent sheds its skin. The serpent comes out of hiding all the time. Every time it sheds its skin, it's new. It's freedom. The serpent is, if you look in on the Western medical, there's a serpent on what looks also like a cross. And that serpent is the healer, the healing. So where can you now be the healer of you, going into the sweat lodge of you, be the healer, the shaman, and add in the medicine, the breath, the medicine into the mind, into the beamer, into the baby cells, changing your frequency, changing the curse. Just because my parents died young and broken hearted, doesn't mean that I'm going to. That's not what I'm choosing. So I'm coming out of their hiding. I'm coming out of my hiding. I'm doing it with unconditional love this time, and kindness. I'm remembering to have freedom in my choices, and begin new. That every breath is new. Break the curse, I just heard. Break the curse. Break the curse. Slither out of the old ways. You can't, snake doesn't stay in its own skin. Your snake. Snake doesn't stay in its own skin. And on this snake, it also has wings. So take the wings of flight, and it's going. It has a snake going down and a snake going up. So again, root to rise. Go get what no longer serves and rise up out of it. Oh, I just love this. Go into the sweaty, dark mess. Go into the darkness with your owl and fly out of it. Might have to get down low in the heat where it gets dark in the heat, and you want to leave and you can't leave because that's where the magic is going to happen. So you can let your owl be on your, that's where these wings are, on the serpent, and slither out of the old ways, out of that sweat lodge, out of that place, and leave the old skin there. I need a sip of tea on that. Coming to a roundabout here. I have 3 more. So let's go into the pink deck. The pink deck. Spirit guides, creator, maker of all these beautiful souls here today for this message that you would like them to hear as they're doing all this beautiful work on their selves, on their ancestral work, slithering out, going into the dark, sweaty, uncomfortable places for freedom, with kindness, coming out of hiding, freedom, remembering that you are in every breath, you are in every exhale, a newness every time. So that one really went. So I'm just going to go ask for 3. There's 2. I'm going to start with that first one, then we'll go to the second one. This is a new deck that I've acquired. I forget where, I pick them up at different places. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness. Galatians 5:22. But the fruit of Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, and faithfulness. So can you begin in new love, your new fruit, down into your roots? Put, again, everything starts with the seed. So go into the roots, go past the roots now, go into the seed where that fruit is made of spirit, of love. You are love. You can say, I am love. Breathe that in. I am joy. I am peace. I am forbearance. I am kindness. I am goodness. I am faithfulness. So beautiful. That breaks curses right there. Recipes changed right there. John 13:34-35. A new command I give you. Love one another as I have loved you. So you must love one another. By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. So when we're disciplined in our own love, when we're maintaining our own love, our frequency is love. Therefore, we give love and we can love one another. So right now, I send myself love in this moment, breaking all places of ways of the old ways and curses, that it's safe to love myself, that it is not selfish and is selfless, that it is unconditional love, it is knowing who I am. Therefore, I can send you love. I love you. I send all you listeners and people I know and don't know, and I know in spirit, and I know in energy, and I know in frequency. I send you love. That's a beautiful command. Should I say it again? A new command. So where did we say new here? There's a new word. Love is new. A new command I give you, love one another as I have loved you. So you must love one another. By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another. John 13:34 through 35. So again, when we love one another, we want to share a new flight. We want to share healing. We want to share a frequency so that I don't care who thinks this is cheesy, yes, world peace. We send all places on our continent, world peace of love, because you just have to click on the news and you know what's going on today. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Ephesians 5:25. Be completely humble. Love is kind. And gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another in love. Ephesians 5:25. And remember, you are love first. So be patient and completely humble and gentle with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be bearing on yourself with love again, so you can be it for others. So have you ever done something for other people, but you don't do it for yourself? Or you do it for your animal, but you don't do it for yourself? Or you do it for a stranger, but you don't do it for yourself because maybe that's what your ancestors did, or you were taught that it was too selfish, or you didn't want to be a narcissist like them. So you get lost in this confusion. So that's the place of breaking the curse, changing the ways. Let the serpent and the owl come help you. Go into that sweat lodge, create a new thought, a new beginning. Be kind with yourself. Remember the command that we have been commanded to do and be on this earth, that there is no right or wrong, and nobody said that we had to be poor or hungry, and everybody else can be filled with riches, and they can have it but you're not able to, or they can do this and you're not able to. Forget what they can do and they're able to, and just start looking back in and take accountability. Light your own flame, no competition. Light your own flame and be the disciplined disciple to that flame and that light within your frequency. And then all else comes flourishing after that. That's why I love the lotus flower. It's such a strong stem, and it's in the murky, in the dark. But look what happens when it comes up and out. It is, kissable, because it's just so beautiful, and all of the petals are just so beautiful, and the opening. So we come from the dark and the hiding, going into the sweat lodge, and then we come up and out of it with patience and kindness and lovingness and help. We get our wings, we let our old skin and old ways and old thought ways go. So we have our last, actually Spirit just said switch. We have our last two decks. This one is actually made from me, Sage Light Feather. So how do you feel about money, currency? They're saying remember that money is energy. This candle is energy, this flame is energy, this beamer is energy, this sage is energy, this abalone shell that came from the ocean is energy. This pen is energy. The ink inside it is energy. The paper that my business card is on is energy. This wood that is holding the lighter is energy. This lighter is energy. The flame is energy. The cards are energy. This table is energy. I am energy. You are energy. The water behind me is energy. The air we are is energy. We are energy. So let's humbly, gently, with a lot more fluid and liquid, change how we feel about money. My ancestors taught me a lot about how to feel about money in a not a good way, and taught me some ways, good ways about how to feel about money. But for so long, I stayed stuck on the downer way. And it took me, I'm going to be 52 this week. I'm going to say it took me until, every day I get to learn again how to be. But it's so much different now, and it's so much different now. They just told me to shuffle a little bit differently right now. So much different right now. And, like I grew up, my first memory is I was 9 months old sitting on the bar where my mother Vivian worked at Copper Penny in San Antonio, Texas. And I remember being an infant toddler and seeing copper pennies on the bar. I was sitting on the bar. The next memory, I am 2 years old hearing my grandmother and my father yell and scream and fight about money in her house. Next memory, I am working at 2-3 years old in the laundromat that he owned, separating change and money and laundry. So I learned how to work hard for it, that you have to work hard for it, but there's a lot of different ways that later on in my 40s that I've learned that, wait, everything doesn't have to be so hard. I started learning in my 30s. Everything doesn't have to be so hard, but it is hard until it's not, and it is uncomfortable until it's not, and you're still there until you're not. So every day is a new opportunity to say, how do I feel about myself? How do I feel about this, that, or the other, whether it's money, whether it's weight, whether it's things, whether it's your career, whether it's your relationships. What is weighing you down is how you feel about it. That creates a block that keeps you hiding, and it dims the light. So I decided through the pandemic, after I lost all of my money and my career and in many ways as a massage therapist when he couldn't touch anybody, and started working virtually and opened this channel and just realized, there's just so many other crafts inside of me, but I have to decide to risk take and love myself. And every day I'm choosing better and better every day to do it. Instead of, well, I didn't do so well. I started it, but I didn't do so well, and I have all these hopes and dreams, but I'm not doing so well. Instead of creating that frequency, because like attracts like, I'm changing my frequency, changing my mind, changing my heart, changing my energy. So love and money, what my parents went through, my grandmother went through, what my people taught me, I had to be the historian and change the curse. So I'm here to say I'm not just giving this to you, I'm actually living it with you. So hence why I had to create the love and money decks. And they're constantly growing. You see how thick that one is? They're constantly growing. So what is it that these beautiful souls need to change and hear and receive about their money path? And what is it that they're asking for? Spirit, creator, angels. Money is powerful. It's true, but remember to be humble and gentle with the money to be powerful, so it doesn't go in the wrong way, in the ego way, because then you can lose it and there's greed. That happened in my family. So how are you going to use your power like anything? So if you took the word money and you just put in love is powerful, Kindness is powerful. Giving is powerful. Receiving is powerful. Light is powerful. Joy is powerful. Nutrition is powerful. Frequency is powerful. Money is powerful. So now how do you feel about money? Pretty cool, right? So how do you want to use your power this time, just for today, with money? And have you been good with it? Have you been not with it? Do you need to change your habit with it? How do you want to use your money this time around with, because it's your frequency. So you can do a lot of great things with money. I'm going to open up my leg. My circulation. I could turn my Bemer on again and give myself some great circulation. So if you ever said, oh, I'll buy somebody a great gift, but then you would never even buy yourself that great gift. Well, that goes into your baby cells. So I reset myself on that years ago. And don't give to another what you aren't going to give to yourself. Money is waiting. Money is waiting. Okay, I had to get up. We're losing power. This is a really long one. Oh my goodness. Money is energy. You're welcome. Money is energy. Usually this would be maybe a $350 session if you're with me. Money is energy. You're worth it. And money is fun. Money is fun. Okay, what would you do if you had so much money, so much energy of money and all that powerfulness, and it's fun? What would you do? What would you do fun with it? Okay, we know you'd pay your bills and maybe you'd help somebody else, blah, 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 but what would you do with it for fun? For fun. For fun. Here's our 3 cards. There is no right or wrong. There is only what serves you and what does not. Oh, we have 4. All that is creative. All that is creative. Thoughtfulness is the most powerful statement to God. Thoughtfulness is the most powerful statement to God. So be thoughtful to yourself so you can be thoughtful to another. Go ahead and do what you really love. That's a beautiful one we'll end on right here. Remember to be love and fun and kind and patient. I'm going to say again, go ahead and do what you really love. So I really love doing this and videos and helping bring you tools of healing. I am a distributor of Bemer, so make sure you go to my website, bethhardandhealing.com. Connect with me. You get a free demo. We'll have a real live one-on-one appointment together. And you also can you can also see that I do virtual healing for breathwork and all of the other beautiful stuff. When you have a Bemer at home, we can do virtual healing. You're on your Bemer. I can do my magic, all my other magical healing. And again, we're always together. Oneness, oneness, oneness. So take a nice breath of gratitude for again lasting through this whole video on this temple time, saved, not abandoned, that you're taking the choice to save yourself this go around. No more blaming, no more abandonment issues when you go into your own tissues and you save yourself with God's great tools that He has supplied through us and each of us on earth as it's designed, in heaven, on earth. See, I think heaven is on earth. We can feel like hell, so where are we going to bring that heaven and love into that beautiful light in ourselves, that you are worth it, I am worth it, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Aho, aho, aho. Love you, love you, love you. See you next time. Till the next time. I'll have more technology worked out, hopefully.